Okay, starting off this one with some pretty hype news. Aram's robe skirt sold for 2 million gold. I kept one, just because, I figured might as well keep one. So I think what I'm going to do is actually try to buy an Aram's robe top. Or, you know what? I'm going to try and buy a trident. Because I have some interesting goals this video. Well, bought a trident and actually still have some money left over. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the deposit box. Well, I'll probably buy the runes to charge it up first. Then I'm going to put this in the deposit box and probably put all this other stuff back in there too. Minor goal number 1 of the video accomplished, 80 ranged. Now I'm going to do something I haven't really done too much on Deadman yet, and that is actually agility. I know, agility, it's kind of weird. Probably should only have to do it for an hour or two with the boosted XP rates though. So I didn't realize this until just now, because thankfully Guides for All pointed it out. Rooftops are not protected despite being in protected zones. So I could actually get PK'd while training my agility, which I think is really weird. But I guess that means I'm going to go put on some more gear, because originally I was just not wearing anything to be as light as possible to try and gain my run energy back or lose it slower. So I guess that's something I have to actually pay attention to, though I'd be surprised if anyone's PKing on the Falador rooftops. I think by now some of you guys might be able to piece together what I'm trying to do. But I actually just managed to buy a Carol's bow for 600k, and I'm pretty happy with that because, again, like I mentioned at the end of the last video when we were going for this fire cape, there's really no good options for range weapons right now since bolts are very, very scarce. But I'm pretty sure I can buy bolt racks from a shop, or they should be readily available on the Grand Exchange. Didn't even realize I got it because agility is actually a pretty fast skill with 10s XP, anything's a fast skill. But that is 60 agility, and I think I'm going to stop there for now. I don't need 70 for what I'm going to be doing, at least not just yet. It would be beneficial, but it would take another couple of hours, and I still want to try and take advantage of the fact that even after going to bed and waking up, there still aren't too many people on these high-tiered worlds. So, I want to do things while they're unpopulated. So it begins. That is Plague City done. You guys probably know what is going to be happening here. I now have the ability to use the RD teleport, which is nice, and also got 1 to 35 mining from that quest. I'm going to be doing Plague City Biohazard and Underground Pass. Then I'm going to be doing Regicide, because that will give me access to the goal for this video, which is, if I can ever scroll into the right location, Zulrah. I don't know if this is a great plan or a horrible one, but I feel like the blowpipe with the relics will be pretty strong. I feel like Magic Fang has its uses. And I feel like the Serp Helm is probably going to be one of the most valuable items, since immunity to venom and poison is a huge thing for PKers. So that might end up being worth quite a bit if I decide to, sell it for the old school GP. And there is Underground Pass. That did take a little while, but not too bad. All in all, it's not a terrible quest. I just don't really have the inventory for staminas, so I had to just walk the entire time. Alright, I think finally, this quest actually took nearly 2 hours because of inventory management and whatnot, but that's a ton of agility XP. I totally forgot this actually gives you a bunch, which gets me, what, 64? That's pretty great, actually. I'll take all the agility levels I can get. So what I'm going to do now is, I think I am going to train up my range level just a little bit, maybe get to like 85 or something like that, because on these worlds I get super boosted XP, and try and start figuring out a gear setup. Ooh, this is a good supply drop. 69 sea turtles and 11 Sardome and Bruise. Okay, there is 85 ranged. Now I have to find a good place to gear up. As of right now, there's only 1 or 2 people on the Zulrah high score, so I don't think too many people are going to think about PKing there. However, if I'm standing at the Grand Exchange in very obvious Zulrah gear, people will attack me. So I gotta go find somewhere obscure to gear up. Alright, so this is the setup. I know it looks a little bit janky, but I mean, it's Deadman mode, it's supposed to. The Bruise and Restores are literally in case I just get attacked, so I will be very happy if I can just consistently get 1-kill trips. I don't even know if that's going to be possible with my current gear, but maybe. We'll have to see. I might have to adjust some things, maybe get a little riskier and take less Bruise. To be getting there, I'm going to be using the charter ship from Artie, which is kind of scary because I'm probably going to get scouted really frequently, so let's just hope this goes well. First kill. Coming up, please. So, honestly, I'm not asking for a unique. Just give me like a dragon halberd. We got Snapdragon seeds, pure essence. That's probably like one of the That's probably one of the worst drops. Well, at least the Snapdragon Seed will soak up some potential bank value, I guess. Borstal Seed, Chaos Runes. I don't know why my screen started flashing there. It's a little better. I mean, the Chaos Runes are probably like 25k-ish, maybe like 20k, so it's, you know, it's at least a kill that pays for itself. The Torstal Seed, any seed is going to be bad, so those are kind of shitty. Probably the best kill so far. Coconuts are probably worthless, but Death Runes are probably decent. Toadflax Seeds actually might be worth something. Okay, yeah, that was a terrible kill. I actually have to use a second dose of anti-venom. Wow, a magic seed! Oh, guys, you know how much I love magic seeds. I have 5 of them in my bank since, like, the fucking second hour of the game. Manta Rays, meh. I mean, it's self-sustaining. Palm Tree Seed, just, you know, popping that bank value up, I guess. Coal Death Runes. That's actually a very good drop. I will take that. Coconuts, garbage. Pure Essence, again, that could be good. I still think Pure Essence might actually be one of the better drops. I guess we'll see. I mean, nothing else that I can think of that's been done so far should drop a lot of Pure Essence, aside from things like raids. So Zulrah was the original thing that crashed the economy on this. Maybe it'll be worth something. Alright, KC, number 10. I'm probably not going to record unless we get something like actually more noteworthy from these. Okay, well, I have to actually kill it here. It'd be nice if I could land a single hit. Thank you. KC number 10. Again, won't be recording too much unless I start getting actual drops that are more noteworthy. But, so far so good. It's just very slow. Sigil of the Dwarves. This, what is, okay, well, hey, while we're here, what does this do? 50% more XP in mining, smithing, construction, and crafting? You know, maybe that's actually worth something. I have no idea. It's the first non-Zulrah drop we've had here too, so that's interesting. Over there, Battle Staff. That's a good one, I think. What do regular? Yeah, I think the regular ones are like, yeah, they offer 4.2. That's a good drop. Something you guys might have noticed, and I don't think I really touched on it too heavily earlier, is if you look at my XP drops, whenever I actually land some XP drops, you'll notice a little like circle with a line, like the block symbol through it. And that's because Zulrah is an instance. Just like at the fight caves, I actually get 0 experience while I'm in here. I thought this was a possibility after doing the Jad yesterday, but I really thought that Zulrah might be different, specifically because it's still risky. It's not like a safe death like the way the fight caves are. So it's a little unfortunate. It means that I'll probably have to stop at some point here to train just to make these kills a little bit faster, which I otherwise would have gotten just from killing the boss. Alright, give me something amazing, Zulrah. Come on, that was a pretty decent kill. Oh! 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 I got a magic fang! Let's go! I am now left with a moral dilemma. I could sell this magic fang, get the money, train my stats up a little bit, or I could use it since I do have a trident. The problem with that is, if I'm walking around anywhere with a trident that has a magic fang on it, I am a massive target. So I'm not really sure what I want to do. So I actually thought about it for a second and realized I need 59 crafting in order to actually make the Trident of the Swamp. So I do think I want to keep it just because I haven't seen anyone or attempted to get PK'd yet here. And honestly, I'm doing this just to make good content. So me risking more, I guess, is probably just good content. Getting a Serp Helm or a Tansfang, though, might swap that to old school GP. I did not expect this at all. I actually got a Flax drop with that Magic Fang, and it sold for like what's that, 130 each? So that Flax drop is 131,000 gold? What? That's one of the worst drops in the main game, is one of the best drops in Deadman. That is crazy. I guess you can probably train crafting in a safe zone because of the spinning wheel in Gnome Stronghold and Lumbridge Castle, so people probably really just want to train crafting safely. A lot of people started realizing how common sigil drops actually are, and some of the ones that I've had are just so useless that I just couldn't be bothered with them continuing to take up slots in the Grand Exchange, so I just dumped them, and they all sold for less than 100 coins each. They were not very useful. Doing a little bit of bolt alching, I don't really know what this is called, because I needed to get some levels to be able to do a little bit more damage. There's 90 magic. I haven't found a buyer for the Magic Fang. I asked a few people, but haven't heard anything back yet, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just train my crafting and just use it myself for now. Hopefully not get killed for it. Popped a couple sigils around for some of the cheaper ones, and there is 59 crafting, which allows us to graft all the stuff on there. I don't know if these cut rubies will sell. They probably won't, but that's alright. It actually costed a bit more than I expected to, but, you know, we'll make money back. From this point on, I will basically not be able to wear this around anybody, because if they see that, I'm gonna get targeted so heavily, so I gotta be really careful. But they should speed up the kills dramatically. Alright, what do we got? Zulrah KC number 20. Manta rays? I'll take it, I guess. Manta rays are alright. You are... Oh! Oh! No way! Oh my god? No way. So, I just got a roll on the Ancient Warrior equipment table. Granted, this is definitely not the best roll you can get, but that is 50 Morrigan's Javelins. I think these will sell for like 10k each or something absolutely ridiculous. I can't express to you how rare these actually are. I know that you guys probably saw Guides for us all get them in his video probably yesterday or 2 or 3 days ago. So let's go sell them and see what they're worth, and maybe we can try to make some upgrades to the setup or something. Oh, I was about to say that I was going to let these slow sell in here at 22,500 each, which is a little over $1 million, and then 3 of them instantly sold. So, oh, and there's 4. So I guess they will sell at this price. I don't know, man. Maybe I upgrade the gear, but I really don't know what I could upgrade aside from trying to get a blowpipe. And considering I'm one of probably less than 5 people killing this boss, I don't think that I can do that without just getting it myself. Well, the Morrigan's Javelins finished selling for 22.5k each. So that's a lot of money. And I'm really curious if this flax is still going to sell for like 100 each, because that's what it was selling for before. Dude, that's insane that people actually buy flax for 100 each. I'll just leave that in there. I mean, if that slow sells, that's amazing. Well, it's not a item, but it's a Dragon Met Helm. That's something. May or may not be venomed without an anti-venom potion, so I have to keep this really brief. This is KC number 49, meaning that if I get one more kill and then log out, I will show up on the high scores. Which isn't that big of a deal because there are already a few people on the Zulrah high scores, but if anyone for whatever reason was specifically hunting me, they would know exactly what I'm doing and very, very easily be able to find me. This also makes it a little bit harder to discreetly sell the magic fang, so I think I'm just going to continue using it for now. Oh my god. Oh my god. I got a blowpipe, guys. Alright, so this is absolutely nuts, but to be 100% honest with you, I did say that I wanted to try and start cashing out of Deadman mode a little bit, so I think I'm gonna see if I can get someone to be able to buy both of these things for OSRS GP. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I want to try. I did say the goal of me playing Deadman mode was to make old school GP, so I went around to a couple streamers since I figured I would not be killing Zulrah anymore, and found someone who was willing to buy my Tanzanite Fang and all of the scales. The streamer was Alfie, and he bought it for 60 million GP in old school. I thought I would eventually be able to get more, but quite frankly, he was doing raids, and I would much rather sell it to someone who's going to get a lot of use out of it, rather than just a clan who's going to hoard it. So I figured I was done with Zulrah, and I listed my Trident. It sold for 1.75 mil. That's pretty crazy. I also finally managed to sell this Robin Hood hat off for 100k. I mean, that's a lot more than I ever thought I'd get for it. I did get a little bit lowballed on this one, but I was kind of okay with this as well. I found a buyer for my Magic Fang, and he gave me 45 million gold in old school for it. If I'd waited and sold it overnight, I probably could have gotten like another 10 to 15 mil just by transferring the raw gold itself, but I honestly was a little concerned that the swap rates were going to continue to go down, because as of this time they were dropping pretty rapidly. And also, I didn't want to continue holding on to something so valuable, because it made me a huge target, especially after selling the Tanzanite Fang to someone who had 6,000 viewers at the time of me selling it. And after selling off a few items, I had 5 million gold in Deadman mode, which I decided I wanted to swap as well. And I managed to get a total of 125 million GP for swapping my Deadman gold into the main game. Again, I probably could have gotten more, but it's hard to transfer so much, and at this point it was like 3 in the morning again. I had not slept for quite a while, and I just wanted to kind of get it over with. So when all is said and done, between all the other stuff I did and the Zulrah kills that I did over the past day, we made 230 mil in the main game just by playing Deadman mode for a couple of days. There might be more Deadman to come, but I think we're going to try and do some really, really crazy things, which may or may not work out. If they do, there will be a video, and if not, well, obviously there won't be because they didn't work out. So, as always, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, and have a fantastic rest of your day.